back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's reading because today we are tapping into genuine love coming through for you. You know, we're really going to see like who has it bad for you right now, who is really wanting you, genuine love coming through that someone has for you. So that is the topic. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. I also offer manifestation candles, custom spell work, all that good stuff on there. And pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the Redstone and the Modern Witch Tarot. Group 2 with the Clear Stone and the Tarot of the Divine. Group 3 with the Purple Stone and the Rider-Waite Tarot. And group 4 with the Pink Stone and the Cat Tarot. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time, but we're just going to jump right into it. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Redstone and the Modern Witch Tarot, this is your reading. Tapping in to see genuine love coming through for you, group 1. Who is really wanting you, serious about their connection with you. That is who we're tapping into today. Spirit, show me for group 1 the genuine love coming through for them. Nice. And this is literally the point of the reading. So we have the chemistry cards. Now Spirit is already kind of getting into it and spilling the tea because we have make the effort. And immediately I was getting this energy. I was hearing from Spirit. Spirit's like, okay, if I put that person in your life that you genuinely have chemistry with, are you actually going to do love differently? I don't know why it's blurry today, the camera. Let me see if I can fix it. I can't tell if it's focusing or not. Hopefully it is. But chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here is what it says at the bottom of the card. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take is what it says at the bottom of that one. So Spirit is immediately coming in like, okay. And that's what I love about the chemistry card. The chemistry always shows up when Spirit is making a point to let us know that the attraction is mutual. I'm so sorry. I have to fix the camera. It's going to drive me insane if it doesn't focus this entire reading. But I love the chemistry energy because it always is an indicator that everything is mutual. This person likes you, you like them. You have mutual values and goals, where you see your life going. You know, there's chemistry. You guys make sense. You guys will work out. You know, it's kind of like a connection that really makes sense. And Spirit is already getting into it like, okay, now if I put this connection in your life, are you really going to put in the effort to make this relationship work and last? I feel like you guys have really been asking Spirit for like your person or just like a truly divinely guided connection. And if it's not divinely guided or if it's not your person, if it doesn't make sense, if it isn't higher level, you really don't want it. So I see you guys, you know, have been kind of talking to Spirit or wanting something, you know, serious, something specific, something higher level. And Spirit is like, okay, I'm going to put that into your life. But now you're being called to make, you know, the effort towards this person. I feel like in the past, you guys may have tried to make someone else fit like the your person mold, but they just weren't your person, or they weren't really compatible with you. They weren't, you know, they didn't have very much to offer you in terms of dating and a relationship. So now it's like you may be extra sensitive to giving. It's like, I want to receive. So Spirit is like, this is going to be a challenge for you because this is the person that's worth it for you to pour into. So, you know, there may be like some past damage that was done in a past relationship, you know, keeping you from really wanting to make that kind of investment. We have getting to know each other, forgiving and learning, and this could be the one. Getting to know each other says, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay, I just fixed the camera, so hopefully it'll focus on us now, but we have getting to know each other. So Spirit really wants you to open yourself up to get to know this new person. It does feel like a new person for you. This doesn't feel like like someone you know. If you do know this person, I would say you haven't dated, you know, or maybe you've gone on one date. Like, you don't know this person, essentially. This isn't someone you've opened yourself up to or you have any sort of history with. So it really feels like a completely new person. We have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. That's the only thing I don't love about the romance angels. I hate how it factors in time, because this is a reading that's tapping into, like, you know, generally the near future. So all of you have not met this person yet. But then we have forgiving and learning, which is very interesting. As you released and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. So the genuine love that's coming through for you is likely someone who's been hurt too. Even if they haven't been hurt to, someone who's sensitive to your needs and your experience and what you've gone through. Someone who helps you forgive, you know, your past, grow from your past, and heal. And this could be the one. I love it. I love how in the beginning of the reading we were talking about how for most of you, this is a connection that you had been asking for. So let's see what else we get. We have perfection. There's an energy of wanting to do things the right way. Spirit, show me the genuine love coming through for group 1. Nice. We got the soulmate union card. Okay, wow, and we have engagement. So you guys, this really does feel like it can be like the one, the person you've been waiting for. And we also have dangerously. At the bottom of dangerously, it says in love. So it talks about a risk in love. So for you guys, I definitely feel like that's on brand, because it feels like it's hard for you to open your heart to someone new or to be trusting of anyone these days. There's this energy for some of you as well, where you have been like, okay, you know what? Everyone's kind of fake out here. I'm just going to play the game. I'm just going to be fake. I'm just going to play my role. Like, I just want a connection where I can get, you know, this and this and this. You may have like your mind made up as far as like what you can benefit from a connection. So I feel like you're living dangerously, because for you, it's a risk. It feels like a risk to move forward with a person that you really like, that's showing up correctly. It's just very odd. Like, if you've gone through bad relationship after bad relationship after bad relationship, when someone comes in and they're like on their stuff and they seem loyal, dependable, like they're really giving you the vibes like, holy shit, this could be like the one. It can feel more risky than dating with an F-boy, F-girl, because at least you know what that's about. You know what you're going to get with that. You know what it's going to be like. And you know how to finesse your way out of it once you're done. But something like this, when someone's doing all the right things, it's like, it feels risky or like foreign, uncomfortable. We have protection, wake-up call, and question. So no, I really don't feel like you know this person. This is going to be a completely new person. You have a lot of questions about this person. I see you guys, some of you playing 21 questions, like you're trying to get to know each other. You're doing those like couple exercises where you try to ask questions and like, you know, get the important stuff out of them. Try to get an idea of who this person really is. Wake-up call, seeing things differently, and perfection. Everything about you is what it says at the bottom of perfection. So this person, I'm hearing shape of you. That song that was popular like years ago, I'm pretty sure it's called Shape of You. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room. Okay. But anyways, wake-up call, it's like, holy cow, this is actually the person I've been waiting for. Okay, let me go into like serious mode. Like, let me actually get to know them. Spirit, what do they love about group 1? We have the Hierophant and the Magician, so you guys seem very magical. I just heard alchemist specifically. Someone is an alchemist. Now I'm hearing Artemis. Someone may like Artemis from Sailor Moon, or you named one of your pets Artemis. But we have the Hierophant and the Magician. I'm seeing now anime, comic books, pins, like the pins that go on your backpack, I'm seeing like these different flashes of individualism. There's things that you're interested in or things that you've always been on, like anime itself, consuming, and then like, you know, it blew up, but you were into anime before it was cool. I'm also seeing like the decorative pins, someone's high school backpack. I'm seeing like a black, it looks like a JanSport backpack. It's giving me 90s vibe for whatever reason, or like early 2000s vibe. But I'm seeing like a black backpack with a bunch of like little pins on them, circular pins of like, I don't know, it could be anything, bands that you like, a taco pin, ice cream pin, like a random pin, just, you know, I'm seeing like different forms of individuality. But you truly seem magical to this person and you're very different. They have something to consume and that's what they like about you. Where it's like, okay, it's not just like, oh, you do this for me or you provide me like this security, whether it's I feel secure in myself because I have you on my arm or, you know, I get some sort of financial benefit to you. It's just like different. It's like, no, I love that you're consumable. Like you have depth to you. I don't know what kind of person you are in one date or one meeting. You're not an oversharer or someone who like, you seem very reserved and they like that. They like to peel back the layers. We also have the Eight of Wands in reverse. So you guys do not play that game anymore of letting anyone feel like they're entitled to you, like they own you or like they have you. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse as well. You're not afraid to go your own way. You're like, I don't feel like you guys subscribe to any specific religion or way of thinking. You guys come across as very creative. Eight of Wands in reverse, it's like you make me take my time with you. Three of Pentacles in reverse is like you don't follow. Sometimes, honestly, you guys may take like the riskier route or like the bad route. The scenic route, I just heard for someone specifically, that's how you like to look at it. Like, okay, we're taking the scenic route. What makes their love so genuine for group one? We have the Star and the Five of Cups in reverse. You guys are okay with nothing. You've had it all, you've lost it all, and you're still okay. You're still here. That is something they really admire about you. The fact that you're present in your experience and your body. You're not waiting just to have this one success or this one life or this happiness. Like you have that happiness now. You're content with life, and that's very attractive to them. This person may be used to dating people who are never present in the moment, people who always want more or something different. We have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys may not value money. You may want to live a lifestyle that isn't money or working centric. You guys could genuinely be okay in a more simpler life or a smaller town, city, state, country, off of social media. Page of Swords, you seem to be adventurous. And there's a very interesting brand of adventure that I see here because it's just like risks. Like for whatever reason, Spirit is making a distinction that this doesn't mean that when it comes to, it doesn't mean that you love to hike or you love to be active and like backpack and things like that. Spirit is saying like you love to be adventurous, like you'll try everything, you know, at least once. This could come to like in the bedroom, you could be adventurous. This could be like when it comes to, I don't know how to describe that, but it's just very different. Spirit, what do they bring to them? Love about them. Yeah, we have the Justice card in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you guys may be a little mean sometimes, or you may give people tough love. You don't like to sugarcoat. You may be more forward. And also you aren't ashamed of like your shadow side or your bad side. Justice in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, I could be petty. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is like, I will take my gift back. Justice in reverse is like, yeah, I will do you dirty with a smile. I'm not ashamed. I felt that in my spirit. You tried me. You played with me. So I did you one better or one worse, depending on how you look at it. You know, you're not ashamed about that. They love that Plutonian darkness, that scorpionic, Venusian, Libran, Pluto, Venus energy. They love that you're willing to go there. They love that you can be a little bad. It's giving Riri vibes. It's giving like Rihanna. You know, everyone loves Rihanna, but, you know, she's not always the nicest person, the best person, the most kind person. That's not what she's known for. But everyone still loves her because you don't have to be 100% nice or 100% good for people to respect you or understand you or resonate with you. Biggest part, resonate with you, because we all have that light and darkness. So you'll be attracted to the darkness just as much. Oh my God, I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but when I was younger, I was seriously addicted to sad music. Like, I would love to listen to sad music, and sometimes it would overwhelm me and I would start crying, but I loved it. I would keep doing it again and again and again, because you can be addicted to sadness. You're a whole being, not just 100% good, 100% bad, you know? So anyways, this person likes your darkness. Queen of Wands in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. I just feel like you're very interesting. Someone that they've never known someone like you truly. Because Queen of Wands in reverse is someone who may be a bit impulsive, or someone who may obsess over like a food or a hobby or a thing for 3 months, and then literally like 6 months later, you're on to something that could be the polar opposite or just completely different. That's an energy of someone who isn't afraid to move on with their life. I'm trying to brighten up the camera if I can. So many tech issues today. You would think it was retrograde. It's not letting me. Well, let's keep going. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have patience. At the bottom of it, it says love is patient and kind always. So you guys may be struggling with that. You may be struggling with who you are and your disposition. Like, some people, it's probably rare that you find people who understand you, or not understand you, but accept you, because it's really about acceptance. So, you know, you may have felt like changing. So it's just weird to be appreciated for everything that other people told you was like a flaw within you. It's weird to have someone like love these qualities and, you know, love you through all of that. We have treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Spirit keeps bringing back to, you need to open up. You need to open up. You need to open up. And for some of you, I was feeling like this relationship, something about it is a second chance at love. Maybe you completely fumbled with this person before, and that's why it didn't move forward romantically, because you were mean to them, or you got off on the wrong foot with them before. Or if this is someone completely new, maybe you've just been eating your partners up, to be honest, and Spirit is like, now listen, with this one, we're gonna be nice. Are we gonna be nice? We're gonna need to be nice. Let's see. We have listening with your heart, emerging into grace. Ooh, that's going to be, and believing in magic. I love emerging into grace, because grace is kind of just like, you know, like a grace period. Like, you can pay your rent on the 3rd, even though it's due on the 1st, because it's a grace period without a late fee. You know, grace is like, you know, kind of like a blessing, you know, even if you don't always deserve it. So Spirit is saying this is fully yours. Listening with your heart. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. And I feel like that applies to you guys in so many ways. Spirit may be telling you, hey, go here or do this. So make sure you're honoring that and you're leaning into those intuitive messages, because I definitely feel like that'll be a part of what Spirit is referring to for you, what Spirit is wanting for you. And then we have believing in magic. It says true magic is abounding in my life. So Spirit really wants you to accept this. I don't know what the deal is. Like, it didn't really come out in the tarot. I sense you guys have been through something. It could be there's a few ways I could feel like it could go for you. It could be that it's hard for you to trust someone just in general, when all you've been dating is like people who seem to be not real. It could stem more from like, you know, past trauma or a specific relationship, dating someone that kind of made you feel bad about who you are. It could just be something that you're finally ready for and doing for the first time. Maybe you've always lived like, you know, kind of going through different partners and never fully committing and really giving yourself fully to any one person. It could just be new to you. Regardless of what it is, Spirit keeps doubling down. Like, listen, when this genuine love comes through, especially if this is a second chance and, you know, some way, somehow got fumbled before, with this genuine love coming through, this person really cares for you. They really like you. They accept your uniqueness. They like your uniqueness. Do not turn them away. Open your heart to them. So that's what I have for you, Group 1. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me, but that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the clear diamond, this is your reading using the Tarot of the Divine for you today, and we are going to see who has really got it bad for you. What genuine love is coming through for you, Group 2? Spirit, this is for Group 2 with the clear stone. What genuine love is coming through for Group 2? Ooh. Nice, yeah. Yeah, and that confirms it. I knew immediately that it was someone that you know, but I wanted to know exactly who, and the last card that came out is the reconciliation card for you, so this is likely someone that you have dated. We have give your relationship a chance and religious factors. First thing I'm hearing is for a long time coming. This took a long time coming. My camera hasn't been focusing at all today, so if it does, fabulous. If it doesn't, I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Give your relationship a chance. At the bottom of that, when it says work on your partnership, at the bottom of religious factors, it says your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing or spiritual path. So for you guys, your spiritual path could be taking you on a different road than this person you've been dating before. Maybe you were having an ascension and they kind of stayed the same, or vice versa. There could have been a split for that reason. You could have something about the timing just really feels off, but also whatever it is spiritually or religiously, there are some major differences between the two of you, and there's been doubts of whether we can genuinely get through these things or whether we should ignore these things that are different between the two of you. We have playfulness and reconciliation. So I do feel like this is someone you've dated romantically. I feel like this is someone you were full on talking to or full on in a relationship with in the past. And playfulness is really good because you guys are getting back to an energy where it's like you can just kind of be friends again. And then we can open up the space for something more. So it's like you're getting back to the playfulness, that playful aspect that, you know, of this person that you had in the beginning of the relationship is coming back. Reconciliation says someone from your past is returning to your life. Playfulness says to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I see you having fun again with this person. And that's a huge part of getting back to a space where you can entertain anything with them romantically. And this is why with the chemistry card that just came out, it's like because we're getting the chemistry back, it feels like we're dating. It doesn't feel like we're friends with benefits. It doesn't feel like I'm filling your cup and I'm not getting anything in return. It feels mutual. I'm receiving something in this relationship, and that's why I can entertain it and take you seriously moving forward, because you're giving yourself to me. This person may have really wanted to be with you, but there was like, we got healing family issues at the bottom of the card. So family or friends could have had a heavy influence on what happened between the two of you. But I feel like this person is coming through and they're being real this time around, and you're having some breakthroughs. I feel like this person really had one foot in the door, one foot out the door, like your entire relationship or dealing with them. It's like, yeah, I can kiss you, but I won't go all the way with you. Or yeah, I can, you know, spend every weekend with you, talk to you every day, but I won't call you my girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Like, that's how it feels. It feels like someone who's just like leaning into one half of the relationship. Deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship is what that says. And I feel like they've been wearing that mask and they're finally taking it off and also giving their full selves to you. They may have held the title itself over you in the past where it's like, okay, well, you're not my girlfriend or you're not my boyfriend. So technically I can do this thing. And it's like, no, you can't. Because just because we don't have the title, you know what it is. So I feel like this person was really fighting themselves. And I also feel like the time apart that you've had has made it so they've really had to be serious about what was lost. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents is what it says at the bottom of healing family issues. Like I said, for some of you, that is something that played a role in your relationship. You're having to forgive this person's parents or your own parents for getting in the way of this relationship, for their way that they raised you with certain beliefs that's made it hard for you. Whatever it is, it could have been like actual friends and family actively getting in the way of the connection. Wow, we have Nasty Girl, Twin Flame, and Trust. So at the bottom of Nasty Girl, Nasty Boy, it says anything for you. I feel like that's the relationship you guys had in the past and it made you feel cheap or it made this other person feel cheap. Even if it wasn't like physical intimacy, anything for you could be anything. Like if this person was vamping off of your, like you're listening to them, that could be where they were draining you. But regardless, it felt gross. It felt like, you know, you were engaging in a cheap connection or a connection where you weren't getting like your energy's worth, you know, your attention's worth, what you were investing worth. And we have Twin Flame. This could be a Twin Flame. It makes sense because at the bottom of the card, it says healed connection. And in the beginning of your reading, I was feeling like, okay, I'm seeing like someone has gone through a spiritual ascension, like right in the middle of this relationship, or something about someone's spiritual ascension is affecting this relationship actively. And with Twin Flames, a lot of times they don't both get activated at the same time. That like never happens. If it did happen, then it's like, maybe twin flame relationships could be a little easier, but usually it's like one person who's like rapidly growing, getting triggered, allowing themselves to like break through all those energetic like barriers. And then one person that's like, yeah, that doesn't look fun to me. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to stay stuck in my ways. But there's two twin flame cards in this deck. There's one that says healed connection, and then there's one that says something else, but it's like broken connection, something like that. So there's two phases of the twin flame connection that this deck taps into, and you guys are getting the healed aspect, the more evolved aspect. So I genuinely see that this person is coming in and they're doing what they're supposed to do. We have the trust card. Having faith is what it says at the bottom of that card. So Spirit is like, this is a relationship that's worth your while. For you guys, the genuine love coming through group 2 is someone that you've dated in the past. And they're showing up 100% this time around. They did not show up 100% last time. And that doesn't mean that they showed up 50%. It could have been 70%, but that 30 missing percent is still significant enough for it to not work for a lot of people. So it didn't. Spirit. Wow. We got engagement. Wow. We got engagement, dangerously, and the chosen one. At the bottom of chosen one, it says, I choose you. So they're choosing you to be their person. And so that lets me know some of you may have been dealing with a third party situation where there was someone else that they were choosing before, and now they're finally fully moving forward and fully giving you 100%. That could be what the missing percent is that I was picking up on, where it's like, okay, I see that they give some of themselves, but not all. It feels like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out the door. Maybe it was 1 foot in your house and 1 foot in the other girl house or the other boy house or whoever it was. Engagement. I make this promise to you is what it says at the bottom of that one. Dangerously at the bottom of that one, it says in love. So I see you guys dangerously in love, really allowing your freak flag to fly, just being free with each other. And there's commitment there with that engagement card. So they're showing up. Spirit, how are they showing up differently in the past? What makes them so sure? Why do they have it bad for group 2 now? 3 of Swords in reverse and the Death card. Well, this definitely lets me know why they're able to move forward. They have completely not only like ended whatever this situation was, or they've, you know, we have the death card and the three of swords in reverse. So it's like death card, they either ended whatever was, you know, there before. They could have severed their relationship with their family, or distance, you know, created new boundaries protecting you. If it was friends, they could be, you know, not hanging out with them anymore. Obviously, if they're talking to someone else in the past, they're not talking to that person romantically anymore at all. They've put an end to that situation. Also, if this isn't like a third party, this could be them internally. Like they've finally put an end to that older version of themselves, and they've gone through that ascension like you already have, like some time ago. It feels like a long time. And on top of that, three of swords in reverse, they've healed from it. So that's like even better. So that's definitely something that makes it different. We have the we have the four of wands, which is marriage energy. We have the 10 of cups and the king of coins in reverse. Sorry, 10 of coins in reverse, king of coins in reverse. And the four of wands. So it's like king of coins in reverse. It's not all about what I want. 10 of coins in reverse. It's not like my, perfect, you know, happily ever after. Like everything is not just how I want it and under my control. Four of wands, the reason the marriage is so important is because it's two people coming together and creating something new together. So it's not their way or the highway anymore. Three of wands in reverse, they've let go of all control of you. They don't try to control you these days. I don't feel like they could if they would. You guys feel like you've had a mean glow up where it's like you could be quite different than you were in the past. Like you could have been totally mousy during this time, or you could have just dropped it and gave them a pass. But it's like, I'm not giving you a pass anymore, or I'm not mousy anymore. I'm mouthy. I'm going to say what I, you know, gotta say. And I'm going to move on with my life, and I'm not going to feel one way about it. So shout out to the girls with the throat chakra activation. Shout out to all y'all out there who have had throat chakra healing. So that you can communicate what it is you truly want and need. And, oh, this is very interesting. Spirit specifically said because they like you more. Because I was still like, okay, Spirit, show me why this is working. Why is this so different? We have the Lovers in reverse and the Five of Coins. So you see this person for who they truly are as of now. You don't have the rose-colored glasses or the magical thinking going on about them at this point. So now they want you more. They see your investment and they're working for it, and you're making them work for it, and you'll never stop making them work for it. And that's why it's working now. Some people say that, especially with like, you know, cis couples. It's like, you know, if the man wants the woman more, a lot of people say like that's like something that will lead to a longer lasting relationship. But if the woman likes the man more, I mean, I don't know if any of this is true, but that's what they say, and that's kind of what you have here. We have the 10 of wands. They're really showing up as like the strong foundation. They're initiating like the activities and things like, okay, let's go out. Let's continue to have date night. Let's talk this through. They're initiating like all that healthy work that has to be done, you know, continuously for the relationship to be able to be long lasting. They're like the one that's on top of it. So I like this energy quite a bit, and it does seem to be genuinely different than it was before. Also, I feel like this person has been humbled or has humbled themselves. We have the King of Cups in reverse. So that's kind of like they don't feel like they're all that in a bag of chips. Like they don't feel like they're the best thing you could ever have. Like this person may have had a serious ego issue in the past that kept them from being vulnerable. Oh, there's more cards over here. I didn't even grab a part of this deck. Yep, so we have the Unfinished Symphony card. They are coming back to finish what they started. That may have also been something they always said to you. And at first, it kind of gave you butterflies a little bit, but then it started to feel gross because it's like, damn, we can't even have a good time together without you trying to get in my pants. That's a very, very, very specific message for literally like one person. But Spirit, what else can you tell me? Wow. We have TikTok, the fates, and poised. Honestly, Spirit doesn't really have like any advice per you per se, because the ball is completely in your court. This person is kind of like chasing after you, like they're putting in the work, so you'll be able to decide what it is that you want to do. But what I do find important is this fates card, because that does let me know you met for a reason. And, you know, we did get some twin flame energy before, so that kind of goes hand in hand with, you know, the twin flame energy. But we have poised here. So Spirit is saying, as long as you make them work for it, you know, you will get your, you know, chance at a happily ever after in this connection that you really wanted before. We have unfinished symphony. Worst case scenario is you leave this open, you know, where they need closure or where they're still pursuing you and you don't want them, because that's going to shift the energy in an unfavorable way. You know, when it comes to you moving on, it's like now all of a sudden you have, you know, this person that's connected to you and you got to do a cord cutting and it's just a whole mess. Like, not everyone gets the opportunity to have another go with their person. Sometimes people will like completely ghost you or just leave your life and really never talk to you again. So the fact that you do have that opportunity where this person is talking to you and they're coming back and they're trying to fix things and do things and move forward with you, it would be in your benefit to at least give the situation closure, whereas some of you may just kind of be in an avoidant energy, like you would rather just completely avoid any interaction with this person at all costs, especially depending on what may have happened. So we have TikTok. I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you know, it's, first of all, I'm seeing for someone, you're seeing this person show up in like your TikTok suggested or something like that. Yes, they're watching you for one specific person. But then TikTok is for everyone more about making your decision now versus later, or handling this sooner rather than later, handling this now instead of allowing this, you know, cycle or situation to extend further into your timeline and your life. Also, a lot of you have been on go, go, go since this relationship. So you just need to honestly spend some time to relax, because this relationship and everything that happened in it triggered like you becoming like addicted to working or overextending yourself. We have rest and relaxation is essential. It says we all have a fundamental need to take a break. So you may not have taken a break since this relationship. You may have been on go, protection mode, working, you know, things may have just been raggedy for you since, I'm hearing 2019, which is like 4 years now. We have physical touch. A tender touch can mean so much. I don't feel like you guys are ready for that, but Spirit is saying that that is important in some way. So you're going to have to communicate about them, or communicate to them about how the past physical touch made you feel. You're going to have that uncomfortable kind of conversation. Like, listen, I feel like you crossed a boundary with me. I feel like you violated me, if that's what it is, whatever it is. Something about physical touch is like, ooh, I don't know if I can go there with you, but if your love language is physical touch, it's like, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I need to be able to go there with you. So you have me at the heartstrings, but you don't have me at the sacral. And that's something that I need. We have demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. So I feel like Spirit is saying like all or nothing, you know, beyond allowing them to work for you, making your decision, not allowing them to work for you too long, because you don't want them to become attached to you or to feel like, you know, they've put in a bunch of work for, you know, nothing. So I would say try to sooner rather than later decide if you do want to move forward with them or not, so that you don't create some sort of imbalance in that regard. Spirit, any other messages for group 2? We have trusting your intuition. Some of you, you know, this person is coming in and you're not fully trusting them. And Spirit is saying, listen, trust that intuition. My life is truly guided is what it says at the bottom of that card. So for some of you, we have revealing radiance at the bottom of the deck too. Not being with this person, it may have been the hardest thing you ever like had to do, or really hard for you, but it's still, and the camera just like slightly brightened up. So freaky. But some of you, like, it was the hardest thing you had to do, but you have started to recoup and things have genuinely started to get better. My light illuminates the world is what it says at the bottom of Revealing Radiance. So you may have discovered like a better way of living, not attached to romantic, you know, relationships in general. And under that, we have opening to love. So it's like at the bottom of this one, it says my heart is open. So it's not that you're closed off to love, but maybe you're just closed off to love with this person. Listen, you snooze, you lose. It is what it is. Don't feel bad about it. That's what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, I have all of that on there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the purple stone, this is your reading. We're going to see what genuine love is coming through for you. Group 3, who has really got it bad for you? We're going to see who that person is and what's going on with them, Spirit. This is for group 3 with the purple stone. Show me the genuine love coming in for group 3. Well, tapping into this energy, it feels like someone you've been waiting for a long time, but it feels like someone you've been manifesting. This could be an SP, a specific person that you're manifesting, or this could be a archetype, like I want someone with all of these qualities. I want someone like this. Spirit, who's coming in? Wow. We have true love and let your friends help you. So again, let your friends help you always comes in when it represents angelic guidance. There's even like an angel on this card. I mean, it is the romance angel deck, but there's an angel here above her, and then her like friends in the 3D are helping her. You could have been working with Aphrodite, Hathor. You could be working with goddesses, Oshun, like you could be working with goddesses that are specifically love-oriented or are known to help you in love. Your guides, the universe, external factors have been a huge part of this coming together and working out for you. All right. Yep. Oh, there's a lot going on now. Okay, let's talk about it. Well, so first of all, we have the true love card. And I feel like everything has gone to plan. Everything is playing out in your favor at this time. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. So this is the person you've been waiting for. This is that like amazing connection that is hard to manifest, that is hard for most people to have. Most people won't manifest something like this in their lifetime. It's a one in a lifetime type of love. Divine timing is at work in your love life is what it says on Worth Waiting For. So divine timing has been a part of this. The universe has been a part of this. Your guides, your angels, your spiritual team, external factors have played a part in this. This has been a whole production, a whole process. We have religious factors and let your friends help you. So in this lifetime, you guys may be on different paths, and that could be why it's so hard to manifest. It's easy to say what the root of it is if this is a specific person, because then you could just look at them and say, well, this is the reason that, you know, this hasn't manifested. Like this person lives in a different country, or this person is famous, or this person is in a different industry that I'm not in at all. But if this is someone that you don't know, if this is like an archetype, like I've been trying to manifest someone with these qualities and this type of person, this type of lifestyle, then it's harder to put your finger on exactly what it is that kept you guys out of alignment. But I do see everything coming into alignment. Spirit is specifically saying this year. So that's going to be a blessing and a curse message for someone. A blessing because it's like, finally, I have a timeline and a guarantee that spirit is on it and that it's coming through finally this year. But it's like, damn, we're not that far into the year yet. So when are we talking? You know, it could be a long time, but not too long to wait for true love, or, you know, not long to wait for forever. But anyways, like I said, if this is someone that you don't know and you've been trying to manifest this kind of person, then you were just on different paths in some way, and you'll see what it was that was holding you apart once you're together with this person, learning about their life and trying to figure out where they've been. Let your friends help you says ask for and accept support from others. I feel like you've already been doing this, but if you haven't, petition a specific deity. This is what you do. Get a pink candle and a rose. You can get a rose from like the gas station. You know, they have roses sometimes in gas stations, little flowers. Or you can get a rose like from your grocery store or whatever. A pink candle, like a pink 4-inch, I think they're called pillar candles. I have some, but they're like all the way in the other room across the house, and I'm not doing all that. But just like, you know, those 4-inch, it's kind of like birthday candles, but bigger, those type of candles, and a rose, and write a petition, write it on like lunch bag paper, like the brown paper, bag paper. Write it on that if you can. If you just have paper, it's whatever. What matters the most is your attention. So even if you don't have any of this, you can just speak this out loud and hope for the best. But especially if you've already been called to work with a specific deity or goddess, petition them. Dear, you know, whoever you're working with, Hathor, dear Hathor, I'm petitioning you because I'm writing you, and just tell them everything that's going on. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm wanting. This is what I've been wanting to manifest. I like to ask that you please bring this in this year for me and guide me towards this love, guide this person towards this love, and only bring this person towards me if they're genuine, true, and in the same mindset that I'm in, ready for what I'm ready for. So it's going to have to be, you know, kind of detailed. And if you're extra like me, and if you can do it safely, then light that mother on fire. Light the paper on fire. If you want to do it safely though, without the fire, you can just bury the letter. But yeah, that's what I would recommend that you do. If you haven't been working with anyone, or if you haven't been doing any manifesting on your own, petition a deity, a god, a goddess. If you don't know anything about deities or anything like that, you can just look it up online, like Goddesses for Love, read their stories, the little excerpts, and, you know, decide which one you want to work with. But that could definitely be a missing link for some of you. That one final push, that one final like, okay, this is what I want. And beyond that, Spirit is saying being open. I do feel like in your past, you have tried to make the shoe fit for someone who just wasn't that, they just weren't the, you know, the one for you. I got that for group 1 a little bit too. You may have been called towards group 1 as well. But this person coming in, showing you genuine love, this person that's genuinely got it bad for you, really wants you, is someone that you've manifested or someone that you're going to manifest in the near future. And Spirit is saying something that holds you back are these unrequited love situations, probably because of this. We have flirt and make the effort. So if you've been trying to, you know, fill someone's cup that's not accepting it, or someone who's rejecting it, it's going to make it harder for you to flirt and make the effort, which is why Spirit has to go out of, you know, its way to say, like, do this, because it's hard for you to naturally do it because, you know, you've poured into someone's cup who just wasn't that person. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, is what it says at the bottom of unrequited love. So I feel like this whole thing has been quite the process for you. This would be a good time to do some aura and energy cleansing. You can look up on YouTube like how to cleanse your energy, how to cleanse your aura, your space, how to cut cords with the past, how to clear past energy, and you'll find a whole bunch of, you know, different rituals and things that you can do. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. At the bottom of make the effort, Flirt says extend your lighthearted energy to others. So you may also be someone that kind of grills people when you first meet them. Spirit is like, yeah, stop doing that. And then we have let go of control issues. So it's really just manifesting. It's really just magical at this point. I'm not seeing like 3D, like Spirit is telling you go here or do this. The majority of what I see left on your journey is just to allow it to happen after you've willed it in, after you've done the ritual, the spell. Allow the situation to unfold naturally is what it says at the bottom of that. I don't know if I said that. Nice. We got the new love card. So Spirit is clarifying this person coming in for you, group 3, showing you genuine love is new love. It is not someone you know from the past. It is not someone you've dated. It is a new love connection. And I got that so clearly from the beginning that this is something that's manifested in, something you don't have, haven't had. This is not someone you've dated. Love is in the air at the bottom of new love. The bottom of love vibe says this must be love. So this person is feeling like a lot of like emphasis on love specifically. You may have dated people that liked you but didn't love you. Or love may have been a hard word for you to use with people in the past. I see you getting over those hurdles as well. We have excitement in telephone. So I see you guys sharing with friends and family like, oh my God, I'm dating someone. It's really promising. Some of you guys won't do that. But a lot of you guys want someone to talk to. I would say it's probably best to connect with like someone who, like you don't, like it's an online friend or someone who isn't in your immediate life. Like, I don't know. I feel like it would be better like that, because that way you can communicate to this person without worrying about, you know, any just weirdness, them telling other people what you have going on or them getting in the way. We have confessions, confidence that wanted to come out. Spirit is saying this person is being open and forthcoming and honest about what they have going on, about the fact that they like you, period. You may have dated people in the past that never officially asked you out. That could be something that's important to you, and this person is officially asking, like, will you be my girlfriend, boyfriend, partner? Ooh, secret affair. We have secret affair and vulnerability. So maybe you can only truly be vulnerable with someone if you keep things on the down low. That's what it says at the bottom of secret affair, on the down low. And then we have vulnerability out in the open. So the only way that you may be able to be fully vulnerable with this person is by keeping your business to yourself. So that's a specific message for someone. We have past pain and masks. And I felt that from the beginning as well, where it's like, this is going to be a grower, not a shower. Like, it's going to take a while for the trust to build for you to fully open up with this person. And I feel like that's fine. I haven't gotten any, you know, signs or signals that that is going to be a problem for them. So Spirit is just kind of bringing that up. This person is trying to get to know you right away. They don't move from a space of trauma or a space of being hurt. So that may be kind of weird for you, that they're so open and vulnerable with you, telling you certain things that you wouldn't tell them right away. There may be some sort of misalignment when it comes to how vulnerable you're willing to be or how much you're willing to share with them. Spirit, why do they like them so much? How is this coming together? We have the Fool card. You seem to be a free thinker. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Temperance card in reverse. So you come across as lucky and all-knowing. And with the Temperance card in reverse, you're okay with nothing. You're willing to let things go, and they love that about you. Let things go, let people go, let jobs go, like whoever it is. You know, they admire the self-respect you have for yourself, and they admire that you have strong boundaries. Like, you will literally not hang out with someone. If you tell them, I'm not going to hang out with you anymore, you will actually keep to your word. And you will cut off anyone who, it could be family, someone really close to you. You're no BS. Yeah, Two of Swords and the Hierophant in reverse. Ooh, this is interesting. This is actually more of an energy of not being invasive with your questions. You may have dated people before that just wanted to know all your past traumas so they can use it against you, or just your story, who you've dated. They want to know people, and then you may have found out that they were looking those people up online, and it's like, bro, I don't even talk to my ex. I haven't even seen my ex in the last year. Why have you? They like that you don't hang on to the past, but they also like that you are able to let things go, and you're able to kind of let the certain things like don't have to be spoken about. So like, trying to think of an example of what could be like something that would just kind of be too much. Like, family could be very important to you, but you won't ask them like, how's your relationship with your parents? Or what's the worst thing that's ever happened between you and family? Even though family is important to you, you won't ask them that on the first date, second date, third date. You won't ask them that until it's appropriate. Like, you respect the boundaries. You guys don't have to talk about your exes and past experiences. They also respect your boundaries. Spirit, what makes them... We have the High Priestess and the Hangman in reverse. You don't give up. They love that. And you guys come across as genuinely loyal. genuinely loyal, and more of that all-knowing energy with the High Priestess there. Somehow you guys are just lucky, or this person is very impressed by how you have gotten from point A to point B, like how you have gone through the valley of the shadow of death and come out the other side. Someone who's still 8 of Wands, passionate, excited, adventurous, willing to try things out, willing to move forward. We got the Devil card at the bottom of the deck. They find you guys sexy AF. Like, they find you very attractive. Wow, 2 of Cups. They feel like you are their soulmate. They also feel like, though, you have the ability to be a chameleon to anyone. You may be able to make anyone fall in love with you. Or you may be able to look at people like in a very dark psychology kind of way, where you can tell what they desire, and you may be able to like have anyone like you or do nice things for you. I feel like that kind of turns them on to a degree. You guys are very magnetic. Wow. We have the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So very romantic cards coming up here. 4 of Wands is marriage energy, and 2 of Cups is like soulmate energy. So this person really feels like you're the one. You may have dated people that were just on the fence. They didn't know what they wanted. Like, they may have been like, oh yeah, I want love, but I also want fun, and I want a home chef, and I also want a therapist, and I want a taxi, and I want to, I want someone to bust it open for me on the splits. So you got to be an aerialist too. You got to be a gymnast. Like, you may have wanted people that, you may have dated people that wanted like a million people in one, and it's like, yeah, I have skills, but I'm not your entertainer. I'm not your entertainment, So I feel like this person just gets it. You guys are just on the same wavelength. Spirit, anything else for group 3? What else do you have for group 3? We have receiving from angels. I'm telling you guys, going back to let your friends help you, petition the God, the goddess, whoever you have been called to help you, specifically to oversee marriage for you. Petition them to help you and to work in your love life. Shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love is what it says at the bottom of receiving from angels. You guys may have felt very alone in this lifetime, or like a black sheep, and your angels have always been there with you, overlooking your life and protecting you, and they're coming in to deliver you this gift. Your angels, your spiritual team, your guides have a major role in bringing this through for you. So ask them, especially if you have like a difficult situation, like if you're an introvert or if you work from home. I did a video about that like a few months ago. Like, okay, for the introverts or people who are like more, they spend a lot of time at home or they work from home, they just don't get out much. How is love coming through for them? So if you're one of those type of people, or if you have especially if you have a unique situation, definitely ask them. Because if it's already difficult, you're going to need them to come through and, bring this through. And then we have exceeding expectations. So I feel like you guys are going to be very pleasantly surprised at how this turns out. Very pleasantly surprised at what this new love has to offer. And it's kind of just eye-opening altogether. Wow, we have some cyclical energy here. We literally have letting go and starting fresh that came out together. So you guys may be seeing 999, 1010, any of those angel numbers that have to do with like endings and new beginnings simultaneously at the same time. Letting go says, I surrender joyously to the ebbing and flowing of life. So I feel like you guys are very much so ready to start fresh and for this new beginning in love. A wonderful new beginning is blossoming in my life is what it says at the bottom of that. So Spirit is just like wanting you to let go and go all in with this one. Let yourself really fall in love, be in love, and experience love and all that. Everything in between. We have trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. So you guys may be very weary and doubtful that anyone will be able to please you. But Spirit is saying, try not to go into this with that view so that you don't start to, self-sabotage this opportunity, because the love, the romance, this person is here nonetheless. You don't want to send them on their way by, you know, not being fair, not being open. You are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited. Wow. So Spirit is coming through manifesting, coming through backing that manifesting. Like seriously, this is coming through because of the manifestation. You cannot forget that part. It's been a part of your entire spread from the very beginning. So I almost want to say like it is dependent on manifestation, especially since Spirit made a point to say, tell them to petition a god or goddess, because some of them haven't done this yet. So they can make sure they still get that message, full of true love, their partner by the end of 2023. And that is what I have for you guys. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the pink stone, this is your reading using the Cat Tarot. Genuine love coming through for you is what we're getting into. Who's got it bad for you? Who is really wanting you? Spirit, this is for group 4 with the pink stone. Who's got it bad for group 4? Show me the genuine love coming through for group 4. So first of all, okay, right away, someone's guides, first of all, are being so pushy, and that lets me know that you guys may be really hard on yourself and your mind. Like the way that you talk to yourself, you would never talk to another person that way. You may be like exceptionally hard or rude with yourself, but I forgot what I was hearing now. I forgot exactly what it is, but someone's guide was like, you seriously need to get over it. You need to let them go. I think that is what it was. You need to get over it. And I was like, oh, harsh. But we have unrequited love and worth waiting for. So right away, your guides, Spirit is kind of saying right away, in order to receive this love that we're going to talk about today, you have to let go of the love situation that did not work out with that person of the past. Unrequited love says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Worth waiting for says divine timing is at work in your love life. And right away I was going to say, oh, it looks like there's been a soulmate denial, but Spirit was like, it wasn't a soulmate denial. They attached to someone, or they wanted, you know, the genuine love, you know, to come through for someone specific, but it's just not them is what I'm feeling. It's either just not them, or your guides, your spiritual team are absolutely done with this person. Like they may have done too much for you for any of them to entertain it or support it. And I'm not picking up on any other narratives. Maybe there's some neutral ancestors. Ancestors are more likely to kind of put up with our BS just because they've been through this human experience and they really relate to the 3D and to Earth in general. But other dimensional beings kind of like vary and have these like differences in opinions and dispositions. And that's what I feel like the whole spiritual team is like, let them go. We have let your friends help you. I just heard blind date, but I don't feel like this is about your friends setting you up on a blind date. I feel like this is like your spiritual team being like, let us into your process. Allow us to give it a whirl. Allow us to bring someone through for you. You know, you guys may be always swiping on the apps, always trying to meet new people, always, you know, fixating on certain people and things. And it's like, you've developed this need or attachment to this thing before you even know if it's good for you, or before, like, you know, you get that mutual interest from them. And your guides are like, literally, let us pick. Let us pick. Okay. Spirit, show me the love coming through. And even before Spirit's like revealing it, it's like, okay, keep an open mind. So Spirit just had to literally start your reading with opening you up to even be open to hear that it could be anyone besides the person you're already fixated on, or the kind of person that you want. You may have like an ideal, like I need to date this kind of person. They need to have this kind of job or make this kind of money or be in this kind of position. And Spirit is like, that is not good for you. That this actually happened to me. The younger you are, the quicker things manifest because you don't have like a bunch of beliefs already built up. My first person that I ever dated was just a complete jerk, didn't love me, couldn't love me, wouldn't love me, but my cancer ass attached to them. So after I was finally detached from that relationship, I learned about manifesting, and I was like, okay, let me try to manifest. Love came in quick. But this person, because I manifested from a space of like, okay, I just need everything that that first person wasn't, I manifested someone who was absolutely obsessed, and I moment to moment had my individuality stripped away. It goes deep. Like, this person would literally hack into my phone. Oh my God, it was so bad. Like, actually thinking about this relationship, it was just so bad. They tried to go with me everywhere. They would like meet up with me, like, because they put, one time when we spent the night together, they turned on my location and shared it with them, and then they deleted our thread, or they deleted that notification. I don't know. I couldn't see, because usually iPhone would tell you like, okay, you just started sharing your location, but some way it got deleted, or, you know, moved, or whatever happened. And so I didn't know I was sharing my location with them. And they would literally like pop up at the place. Like, when I would go out and hang out with my friends, they would literally just pop up there, and I'd be like, how are we so often in the same places? We're just, the connection is that strong. We're soulmates. And it's like, okay, that may be true, but like, no, there's something going on here. Anyways, it just reminds me of that. We have a wedding, and you deserve love. So whoever's coming through for you is going to be making you a serious offer. I'm going to switch to another romance deck to see who this is. You are lovable at the bottom of you deserve love. We got wedding. The situation involves marriage is what it says at the bottom of that one. So with something so high stakes, you know, a wedding, you know, a potential marriage here. Spirit is like, we got to do this all the way right. All the way right. And we have isolation. So you guys have been in isolation for a while. Spirit, can you show me who this is? Can I see who this is? Nice. We have past life. We have past life. We have union. You guys, I really feel like Spirit has been, you may not have even, like, you may not be getting as many signs, signals, dreams, downloads, messages, whatever way you receive like spiritual information, whatever way Spirit communicates with you, you may not have been getting that communication anymore. Even angel numbers, like, you're not even seeing angel numbers anymore, because it really feels like Spirit does not want you to know everything about this, like exactly who this is or when it's going to come through. Like, Spirit is really being frugal with the details for you. So there's something here about self-sabotaging or getting in the way. I'm also hearing chasing. Spirit is saying, like, the more you know, the more you start to chase. So if you get that guarantee, like, oh, this is your person, you may start to chase, and Spirit does not want you to get, you know, back into those old ways on that same path where you were chasing. So I'm just getting like Spirit is concealing information from you. We have transformation and protection. Protection says it is safe to love me. Transformation says changes in love. So changes are coming through. Spirit is protecting you. If you feel like things have been slow for you, it's because they have been, because of that protection or the rejection of this person that you're clinging on to, or this person that you wanted it to work with, or it could be vice versa. Energy is fluid. So it could be that this person is obsessed with you or clinging on to you. And it's like, no matter how many cord cuttings you do, no matter how many rituals or spells or manifestation you do, this person is just, they just are attached because they want to be attached to you. You know, whatever that past tie is, or whoever ends it's on, it didn't work out because Spirit was protecting you. And we have the devilish card. Whatever I want is what it says on that one. You guys may be spoiled, or you may have dated someone who was spoiled. I see you living in that way, like living devilishly and kind of on edge, but with someone who's actually giving themselves to you fully. So you guys may live a life of adventure. You may go on vacations and, you know, do risky things together, but it's like calculated risk, because this is someone who actually, you know, wants to be here and has genuine love for you. Possessive, you're all mine. Isolation, we talked about that already. And wake-up call, seeing things differently. I'm going to see what Spirit is talking about with this wake-up call. Maybe this reading is the wake-up call. Like, okay, you know what? I'm actually going to let this person go. I'm actually going to move on and really try to give love a fair shot for me. But this person is possessive over you. Spirit, can I get clarification for wake-up call? Wake-up call. We got the Nine of Wands. What's done is done. Three of Swords in reverse. You guys may still cry over this. It's hard to do readings like this because when I channel these other dimensional beings, it's like I'm still a human. So I don't see things in that way where it's like, just let them go, because I've experienced it. And I will probably continue to experience things like this in the future. So it's hard for me to be like, oh, just cut them off, let them go, da da da. When it's like, it's just not always easy like that. But we have the Five of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So Spirit is saying, like, you know, it's time to, you know, break free from crying over spilled milk or things that are already happened. Like, why cry? It's already happened. Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands in reverse. Release that, sorry, I just bumped the camera. Release that Queen of Wands in reverse intention or manifestation that you had before, so you can open yourself up to something new that you can have now. Because Queen of Wands in reverse can be like you already had your sights set on someone specific. You already had your sights set on how things would end up for you, how things would go for you. And Spirit is wanting you to release that so that you can actually manifest what is available to you here. All right, Spirit. So what do they like about them? They like that you've been through some things. We have the Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. They like that you make them communicate, King of Swords. They also like that you put them in their masculine, action-oriented, goal-oriented energy. The Star in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. They respect your connection with Spirit. And also with the Star in reverse, it's like they can tell that you've lived some life and you've been through some stuff and you're not surface level. They love that you're not surface level. You're not trying to make it seem like everything is good or everything is happy. You're someone who's actually been through life. Judgment in reverse, someone who is still optimistic. You guys are a good mix of like light and dark, good and bad. Temperance in reverse and Judgment in reverse lets me know you guys have this like bad or naughty side. That does bad things, that will be a little rude, be a little bad. There's just like this energy of you guys not always choosing the light side or the brighter side. You are a little bad. You'll do things, you know, unconventionally. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You guys may have a lot of protection that you get from masculines in general, or you may have a strong relationship with your dad, with your brother, some sort of masculine figure. They like that there are people around you who care about you. They like that you're protected by someone else's masculine energy. You may like really see yourself as God's child, like, and you're treated that way. And they love that. They love that you have a relationship with Spirit. I don't know why it's so freaking dark. It's so annoying. The camera is so dark. Oh, I probably edited, so you probably don't see that because I probably brightened it up, but it's dark on my end. But anyways, we have the Queen of Pentacles here as well. So you have your own, you know, they're very attracted to you. You seem like, you know, true divine feminine. So we got the Four of Swords in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You guys really do live like for you. You live for now. And they like how present you are. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? Wow, we have the Fates, you guys. I'm telling you, this is coming together very magically. It's like Spirit has sprinkled fairy dust all over your situation. I see that divine timing. I see your guides coming in to help bring this together. There's something very magical about your reading and about how everything is coming in. And I definitely feel where you guys have been getting in your own way. And that's why Spirit is focusing on, you know, drilling that in for you to release that. We have a change in the wind. So this has been a long awaited change. You guys have been waiting for something to change, for something to give, for something to be different, for something new to come through, for a new beginning, for a new love, for new life, just like everything new and fresh and starting over. But at the same time, I don't feel like that's true, because in the beginning, we definitely got a strong energy that for a lot of you, you're still stuck on someone specific. So I guess it's like 50-50 with that. Some of you are like, yeah, no. But we have the higher power card here. So Spirit is really wanting to work with you. Your guides really want to work with you. I was telling this to group 3, I believe. Petition a god, deity to help you get you where you want to be. So if you want to be married, look up online, you know, goddesses, gods, deities for marriage specifically, whatever it is that you're looking for. Take a rose as an offering to them. I didn't tell that to group 1. Whoops. I didn't tell them what the rose was for, but as long as it's there, it'd be good. But anyways, whatever group that was, a rose as an offering to them, and just like a 4-inch, I forget what they call these candles. It's like birthday candles, but the ones that are like 3 times thicker, like not super thin and small, like 1-2-inch birthday candles, but they look the same, but only they're bigger, they're thicker, and then they're longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some of that soon. Yes, purr. But anyways, get one of those candles and write on a piece of paper. A lunch bag paper is best if you have it, but if you just have regular paper, whatever, it doesn't matter. All these things are supplemental. What matters the most is your intuition. So you could just even say this out loud, you know, petition them out loud. But write a letter, dear Hathor, dear Aphrodite, dear Oshun, whatever goddess, deity, god you're working with, you know, connect me to, and then, you know, ask for whatever it is that you're wanting, or let them know what it is exactly that you're looking for. And let them know, like, listen, I'd like to ask that you bring this person into my life. I'd like to ask whatever it is you need to say. We have message in a bottle, which is all about communication. Something's going on with the numbers here as well. We have number 12, 17, and 15. So something about odd numbers, or these numbers may be significant to you in some way. Higher power is number 4, if anyone was curious. But message in a bottle. Message in a bottle is all about long-awaited communication. So I really do feel like your guides have been really wanting to help you, but you haven't been reaching out to the right deity, or maybe you've kind of let go of spirituality and the active aspect where it's like, okay, you're actually trying to work with your guides actively and manifest something in. Maybe you kind of gave up on that and allowed the chips to fall. But Spirit is really wanting you to get re-emerged in your spirituality. We have the new life card here as well. So another card talking about a new beginning for you. Spirit, anything else we need to know about this genuine love for group 4? We have be, feel, and receive abundance. By the way, petitioning a god, a goddess, this can work for anyone. I hope it's specified a pink candle, a 4-inch pink candle, and a rose, and then the petition. But you could do this for money as well. You know, you can offer them, I would still do a rose, but you can offer them anything synonymous with money, like peonies are really good for like marriage and new love, long-lasting love. But hydrangeas are also really good for prosperity and abundance. Like whenever you need a boost to your magic, your energy, you want more of cinnamon, hydrangea. These are amplifiers. But this specific ritual, hydrangea would be much better than cinnamon. All that you desire is achievable is what it says at the bottom of be, feel, and receive abundance. So Spirit is saying this can apply anywhere, in any way, towards anything. You are magical, period. And it's time to take back your power and take back control of that magic and use it for your advantage instead of allowing whatever it is that's taking your energy, taking anything from you to use you and, you know, kind of harness and harvest your energy. We also have you are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. So you may go on a joint mission with this person, which is why Spirit is bringing this person through specifically at this time. You may be going into mission together. So if you've also been feeling like kind of aimless, I don't know what my life purpose is, I don't know like what higher purpose I am here to serve, that could be a part of, you know, this relationship as well. So that is what I have for you guys. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.